Hello darlings, it is Rujazzle here. Welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing today? Are we okay? Are we well? I'm a little bit sleepy, my hair is a bit crazy, so don't judge me. But yes, today we are playing with some makeup because it's been a little while and I've been filming lots of performances for online drag shows, which I love doing, but I miss just sitting down and painting random things on my face, so let's do that today. And as you can see by the video's title, we are only using products by Makeup Revolution. Yes, I want to try and create a dramatic drag face using products by only one brand, and this one is the most affordable to me as a full-time drag queen in Quarantina. Now you may ask me, Rujazzle, you use tons of their products, this is not a challenge for you. Yes, but many of the key components of my drag face, my Kryolan, my Flash palette, my lip products, my contour are not by Revolution. So this, I think, is a slight challenge, but definitely attainable. So before we start, I'm going to firstly say that there are only two products today that are not by Revolution. The first one is my Elmers glue stick, because to my knowledge, Revolution do not make a glue stick for covering eyebrows. So we're using this today. And the second thing is lashes. They were sold out online on the Revolution website, and in my local shop, they don't stock them. So we're using some good old What a Drag lashes today. But other than that, every other product is by Makeup Revolution, so don't come for me. And I am back. My brows are covered. I look like a lovely naked mole rat. And I've also added some Pore Blur Primer by Revolution. I'm going to add a little bit of the priming mist as well. My skin has been so dry recently. I don't know whether it's because I'm inside all the time or whether it's because my skin is literally so used to being covered in makeup 6 nights a week that it's not used to doing drag once a week. Okay, let's go in with some foundation. I usually use F4 in these fast base stick foundations, and I also got F14 as a contour shade. It looks the most cool toned of the ones they had. And I also got this white concealer thing, and I'll use that as my highlight. So let's go in now with these and see how they turn out. Now this is quite thick actually. That's what she said. Now I will say as well, probably lots of the products that I use today are not really for their intended purpose, but I'm also trying to do this video on a budget. I'm not made of money. This video is not sponsored by Revolution, although a girl can dream. I did buy all of these things myself, or I already had them, then I kind of topped up a little bit on a few more items. Okay, I'm going to use this one as my contour, and I've got a feeling it's quite dark, so let's use it quite sparingly, I think. Dab it right in the perimeter of my face, cheekbones, dark. Now, I love this formula. I've used it for quite a while now, kind of mixed with my Kryolan, this shade, because I think it's so creamy and it just kind of melts on your skin, so it's so blendable. Definitely, if you do have dry skin, I would recommend this as a drag foundation. It's super full coverage, it's cheap, and it blends so nicely. So nice. It will look crazy. What's new? Now this blends out nicely, okay. I did have the fear about that white concealer because it's not really meant to be a foundation, but it's working. I mean, I guess I'm not doing a show or really going outside, so we'll never know how it will actually last. For the sake of this quarantined queen, it's fine. Looking pretty nice. Yeah, it's definitely still more warm toned than my normal contour shade, but I can make it work, definitely. Now, I think the only other time that I've done an entire face of one brand was I once did a thing for MAC, and I was getting ready on their window display on Buchanan Street in Glasgow using all of their products, and I'm not really a MAC queen, I'm just too poor. But yeah, like I liked most things. The thing with using one brand is you are always limited because not every brand does every color or every product. I remember with MAC, I wanted to do like an orange eye, but they literally just did not do an orange eyeshadow, so I was like, okay, I'll do red. It's fun just making do and experimenting with what you have. It's very the spirit of Quarantina. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's move on and try and do a nose contour. Now normally I will use my Flash palette, but not got that option today, so we're going to try and make it work with the white concealer and my contour shade. So let's see if this works. Yeah, so this is definitely more sheer than Clown White, but we can make it work. Wow, okay. Then I'll use my contour shade. I have the fear already with this. Okay, so I finished my nose contour and I blended it out. You know what, it worked kind of well. It's not my favorite, I will say. This, I guess, is not intended for this purpose, but it worked just fine. So, I'm gonna set my face using the Revolution Bake and Finish white powder and then the Revolution lace powder. One thing I've started doing is when I do my white powder, I'll put a little bit of white powder just there to make my nose tip extra highlighted. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this base, so let's move on to my eye makeup. And what do I have? Now, I bought some fun things for this. I bought the Revolution brown eye pencil, and I also got this. It's the Revolution gel eyeliner, Life Proof, and it's a little black pot with an angled brush. So I think what I might do first, I'm going to map out my shapes with my pencil and then add some depth with the liner. Symmetrical enough, there we go. I used to love a little pot eyeliner, but I always found they would dry out so quickly, so like I would never use the entire thing, so I guess we'll see how long this one lasts. Now this brush, I'm not feeling, so let's use something else. Oh, it's cute, I like it. Nice and creamy. Yeah, so I'm feeling like a big, big, big wing today, very dramatic. I guess I want to see, can you create like a crazy dramatic drag look with A, one brand, and B, just drugstore makeup. I will say this eyeliner would highly recommend. Very, very, very nice. Okay, that's a good start. We're then going to use the Big Lash mascara that I got to just cancel out my natural eyelashes. To be honest, I do not have high standards for mascara. I mean, I always go for a cheap one because my natural lashes are so small. It's more about cancelling them out than drawing attention to them. Okay, this is some very dramatic eyeliner, but I'm enjoying it. Let's set this and do some eyeshadow. So my very kind flatmate, shout out Parisizine, let me borrow their Alexis Stone palette, which came out last year. I never actually bought this because I feel like last year lots of rainbow palettes came out and I already had a couple of them, so I was like, I don't need this. But it's cute, right? Here are the shades. And I'm going to start by setting my eyeliner with the black shade. They've not got names, so I'll just say the colour. But yeah, I've heard great things about this palette. I'm looking forward to using it, and with it all being matte, it's great for drag. So I've set that down. I'm kind of feeling, my outfit later is orange and black. It's a kind of like a fetishy moment, so I'm thinking like an orange, yellow, purple kind of sunset eye. That's what I'm feeling today. So we'll start with the yellow. Now on this palette there actually isn't an orange shade, which is strange because there's like an entire row of greens but no real orange. And the yellows are more kind of like mustards. So I guess we'll have to create an orange with the red and the yellow, but that's doable. The other thing too is this palette has no white, so I actually managed to get this little pressed white powder, which I guess is technically not eyeshadow, but we can use it, it's fine. And I'm going to use that just up here. Lovely. These shades, I will say they are quite chalky, but they're pigmented, so I like them. Right, let's move on to this red shade right here. And I think we'll do like a kind of a transition from a purple to a red to a yellow and then to a white. Next up, I'm going to grab this purple shade here and use that to deepen my crease. Looking cute, looking cute. Right, next step, we need to cut this crease, and I'm going to once again try and use this white concealer for a purpose that is probably not intended, but we can make it work. So I will say this is not thick enough for what I want, and it's kind of blending with the pink and making it less white and more pink. Okay, I'm now going to set this crease down with a little bit of my favorite highlighter, which is Set the Tone by Revolution. I love this, it's just very sparkly and white. Okay, I want to add a little bit of purple just to the outer section of my crease, like right here. So I'll add this lighter shade just there. Just kind of brings everything together, I think. Lovely. I'm actually loving these eyes, the colours are really nice. Right dolls, we are getting there. I want to add a little bit of brightness just underneath my eyes, so we're once again going in with today's star, which is that white concealer, and just putting a wee spot just here. And then we'll add some sparkle with my highlighter. I love this. It's almost like a kind of crumbly glitter. Okay, I am living for this eye shape. I think it's stunning, it's colorful, it's dramatic. It's what I was looking for. So let's do some brows. Now, I didn't buy any particular brow product from Revolution because the ones that were there, I wasn't really feeling them. So I'm gonna try and make it work. I'm gonna try and make it work with what I have. And I think I might use this eyeliner as the brow shape and then fill it in with my contour shade, the brown. So today we are not using these products for their intended purpose. I never claimed to be a beauty guru, so just let me live my truth, guys. It's working well. I can see this being very cute. And then I'm gonna fill this in with the brown shade. Where's she gone? Here she is. With F14. Right, these brows are interesting, definitely. So I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer just here, and then we'll use that to create an ombre. Grab the white powder and use that just to set that ombre. Okay dolls, we are nearing the finish line. I just need to do some more contour intensifying, a little bit of highlight and some lips and lashes, and we are done. This palette here is maybe one of my oldest Revolution things I have, as you can tell by the pans being pretty much done. But we're going to use this for my contour. Then we will just soften it a little bit. Now for blush, I bought this shade. I've never actually used the blush by Revolution before, so I'm very excited to try this. Oh, very cute. The thing with the blush is like you don't want it to be too intense, you want it just like a hint of warmth. Now for highlighter, I'm actually not going to use this one because I bought a new one. This one right here, the Glass Crystal Illuminator, which I believe is being sued by Manny MUA, so sorry about it. Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Then I'm going to add some beauty marks with this brown pencil. Okay, moving on to lips. Now I will say I was a little bit let down by the lip options available. Revolution, they're kind of mostly like nudes or glosses, which I don't mind a gloss, but I prefer to have a liquid lip and then a gloss if I choose to. But I did find this shade right here. It's called Cherry, and I'm thinking I want something very bold, very dramatic, very editorial. So I'm actually going to use the eyeliner pot. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to use the eyeliner as a lip liner and then add the red on top and then blend it together and create a kind of a deep red moment. Quite extreme, but that's what I'm going for today. So bear with me, guys. Once again, we're not using these products for their intended purpose. We're having fun. We're playing around today. Very subtle. And then we'll add this on top. Yes, it's working. Okay guys, so that is the lip done and I'm living for it. It's very dramatic, very vampy. and just kind of what I was looking for with this very dramatic, bold drag look. So yeah, I'm gonna pop on some lashes and the look, and I'll be right back. Ooh, ooh. Oh, and here we have it, darlings, the finished look. What do we all think? Oh, I feel like I belong in a Berlin sex dungeon, but you know what? I'm very here for it. And yeah, I love it. Now this look, I made it from an orange coat I got in a charity shop. I then added these sleeves from an old leather jacket of mine and made the hat with some old leather and a broken choker. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling this tangerine fetish moment. Okay, but let's discuss makeup, because of course this video was all about trying to create a dramatic drag face using only products by Makeup Revolution. Now, on the whole, I think everything worked very well. I think you really couldn't tell the difference between this and my standard drag face, really. Of course, I did have to improvise a couple of items because I didn't buy every single product that was there. I just bought things to try and make it work. But let's discuss a few standout products. I think we'll start with this Pore eyeliner. Love it. Super creamy. I used it for my brows, my liner, and my lips. Probably shouldn't do that, but we did it. We were very creative. Foundation. I love Revolution Foundation. I think it's great for the price point, and actually my base I think is really stunning. What else? I was quite impressed by this as well. I didn't have high expectations, but this white powder, it did a good job, and yeah, I think I'll continue using this, definitely. Let's discuss a few of the lower moments. I think this white concealer, I don't hate it. Here's the thing, I don't hate it. I used it for cutting my crease. Probably wouldn't do that again. It wasn't quite as intense as I wanted. I think it's fine for as part of your base routine for your highlight. Other than that, wouldn't recommend it for anything else. It's not quite pigmented enough for drag. I think Clown White is far superior for that kind of thing. Other than that, oh yeah, the lip. The lip, I'm not going to run out and buy this again. It was cute, it's fine, it's got a pigment, but I'm probably sticking with my NYX and my Jeffrees because they're just far more reliable for creating a lovely dramatic drag lip. Now, the Alexis Stone palette, I think it's so cool that we've got a drag queen or a drag artist, or whatever she calls herself, promoting a makeup product in the UK. But would I use it again? Probably not. I have other rainbow palettes that I think are superior to this. For me, I like a yellow and an orange, and the yellows are more mustard, there's no orange, and there's no white, and there's 3 greys. It's just not a colour story that works for me, but I think it can definitely work for a lot of people if that's kind of your style. But yeah, it was fun doing this, and I know that if I'm ever, say, on tour and I lose all my makeup, that is a recurring nightmare of mine. I know that I can, at a pinch, go to Superdrug and pretty much do an entire drag face. So that's good to know. I mean, will I continue using only products by Revolution? Of course not. Variety is the spice of life. I think all of us can agree that it's fun to use products from the drugstore, from online, from high-end things. It's fun to mix and match and just be creative with lots of different products. But yes, thank you all for watching, guys. That is the end of another of my videos. Of course, as always, make sure you like, leave a lovely comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Mwah.